2023 is the last time Nigerian diaspora will not vote.
These and other promises made by Peter Obi is the reason why Nigerians all over the world are campaigning and standing so strong by Peter Obi, wanting him to take over the seat of power come 2023. Welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. Now, the latest is that Ohanes Ndibo has briefed Nigerians about the number of governors. You'll be so shocked how many they are who are currently supporting Peter Obi right away. And then they send a very strong warning to INEC. You know, INEC, they are the apex in decision making as it has to do with election. They send a very strong warning to INEC about the issue of the forthcoming election. So we are going to be looking at who these 18 governors are and some other details that comes with this news. According to the news, about 18 sitting governors are behind the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, the Apex Igbo Sociocultural Organization, Ohanes Ndibo, had said. This was revealed in a statement made available on Wednesday by Mazi Okechukwu Izuzoro, the Secretary General of Ohanes Ndibo worldwide. He said apart from the unnamed governors, a number of the country's past leaders were also backing Obi's candidature. It disclosed that the governors cut across different political platforms, adding that the All Progressive Congress APC and the People Democratic Party PDP and other political parties were already afraid of the development. While hailing the courage and the determination of Nigerians who are trooping out in the different parts of the country in support of Peter Obi, urged that the momentum be sustained. This is a movement to take back Nigeria from the days of Lucas, greedy and selfish politicians. It is a movement to rescue the country from adversity, economic slum, ASU strike, insecurity, and corruption. Nigerians have demonstrated readiness to take back their country through the ballot box, and it behoves on INEC to make the voters count or the votes count. Ohanes described while reviewing the obedience rally held across the country stated that the PDP's Atiku Abubakar and others are startled by the soaring popularity of the Labour Party's presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, especially after the Obedience Independence Day rally across the country, cutting across different ethnic groups and religious lines. The mammoth crowd took the different cities of the country by storm. As we speak, about 18 governors from the north and the south, cutting across party lines, are behind the scene, putting up structures for Obi to win the 2023 elections. In addition, some former president and elder statements are in support of Obi's candidature. They are all convinced that Obi has something different from all the other candidates. He went further to say, we are glad that for the first time in the recent past, Nigerians are united in the dethronement of misgovernance in Aso Rock. They are determined to make a political change through the ballot box with a third force presidency. This is the first time we are seeing such a strong political movement in Nigeria that is not being sponsored by politicians, rather the masses own the project. You have seen the mass movement across the country and beyond, and you have seen even children, the persons with special needs, the aged, everyone is part of this movement. He reiterated his call on the INEC not to truncate the will of the people. According to him, he said, we are going to hold the commission accountable for their actions. The INEC staff should not scuttle the desires of the people by doing the bidding of money-backed politicians. That was a caution he gave to, INEC. And this is really interesting, getting to hear what is happening, especially in the camp of Peter Obi. But, just like he had rightly said, the most important thing right now is sustaining the momentum, because as we all know, the money back politicians are going to show up with dollars. They are going to show up with good money, spread it among the people to see how they can get the attention of Peter Obi and give them support. But then, unfortunately, the key parties have been tried severally. 8 years is enough time for someone to change the narrative. At the state level, they have been tried. At the federal level, they have been tried. Even at Aso Rock, they've been tried. PDP was given more than 16 years, call it 12 years or so. And now APC have been given 8 years. No visible change. Unfortunately, the case of APC has been a serious decline. It has never been in the history of Nigeria that dollar will go for as much as 720. Right now it's about 720. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria. The level of killing, the level of maiming, the trouble in different parts of the country. Right now, people are so scared of traveling by the road. And unfortunately, infrastructure is nothing to write home about. The federal roads, I just saw a video made by one YouTuber where he talked about the issue of roads. People staying on the road, tanker drivers staying on the road for as long as eight days. Some say they've stayed close to 10 days on one road. Reason is because the road is bad. And despite the fact that they have been public opinion on it and it's been shared on social media, there have been no emergency move to correct this narrative. All of this put together points to the direction that we need a new government, someone who have, who is intentional in changing Nigeria's circumstances. Someone who have a track record, who have done it before, and which Nigerians are looking up to him to do it again. Someone who is young, energetic, and can go through all the difficulties of the troubles of Nigeria, because unfortunately some of the things happening in the country clearly shows that the president is not fully in the know, or let me say the leadership of the country is not fully in the know. The level of corruption is on the increase on a daily basis. Unfortunately, it has become a lifestyle for Nigerians to cheat. I mean, it's so terrible. It's not a lifestyle. There is no organ of government that one may, say this ones, they don't cheat and all of that. I'm talking about corruption. Corruption is everywhere. We need someone who can put the internal control measures on ground to correct these abnormalities. And I feel that Peter Obi has the wherewithal. The support is increasing, and that is to send a message out also if you are on the fence that you've got to join, because the truth is, if bad leadership takes over a country, no matter how good the people are, no matter how willing the people are, I can assure you that a failure is inevitable. Poverty is inevitable. But when the leadership is right, it can take us on a right road, and we'll get to a very reasonable journey at the end of the day. That's where I like to leave it. Just go to our comment section. What do you think is the next move of other parties now that it has been made public that more than 18 governors in Nigeria have thrown their support behind Peter Obi? Let's interact in our comments.